Here are some pros and cons of applying to the US as a UK student. Bear in mind this is a very time-consuming process, so I see this personally more as a gap year application or instead of a UK application, but let's get into it. First pro is obviously unlimited applications. UK, you're limited to 5. You've got more options and therefore more chance of getting into somewhere that you like. The second thing is that it's not as focused on grades, which means that you don't really have to worry about like whatever 8s and 9s you got at GCSE or A-level. It does matter to an extent, but you can make up for it by having really excellent supercurriculars. So if you're somebody who's really been focused on a sport for a number of years or music or something that you really want to talk about, then the US is kind of perfect for you. The third thing is there's no conditional offer, so that means that as long as you kind of just keep up your studies and you don't fail everything, you should be able to retain your offer, and so it's a lot less pressure than obviously August 18th or whenever it is where it's results day and you're stressed. Quite a few cons to go through. First one being application and tuition fees. Obviously they exist and they're high. You can get them waived, but that's a case-by-case thing. Number 2 is that every college has its own set of essay titles and questions they want you to answer. Obviously that is extremely time-consuming and you have to make individual applications to each college. Third thing is that they do care about legacy, so if your parent or sibling went to that college, then you've got a much better chance of getting in. Obviously a big disadvantage for kids in the UK. Fourth thing is we don't really have that many supercurriculars and extracurriculars to the level that they do in the US here, so you are disadvantaged unless there's something that you've been working on for a really long time or you've got quite a unique story. The final thing is UK students don't actually have like a transcript/GPA type thing like the US students do, because we obviously don't take midterms and stuff, so you're a little bit of a disadvantage there, and it might mean that you have to take standardized exams like SAT, ACT and stuff like that. Obviously that's quite time consuming and again costly, another thing to worry about, but also since COVID a lot of colleges made these exams optional, so they're not as useful as they used to be. Obviously it's up to you whether you apply, but just bear in mind it's quite a lot of work, so you have to really know where to apply and what you want to do.